Hey, Patriots, welcome to Patriot Life with Candace Keller. It's great to see you back today. And wow, I have so much to talk to you about, and I'm so glad you guys are holding the line. And don't forget our motto: enough tyranny, enough talk. Get educated, get involved, or get out of the way. And so we're back again for our Wednesday morning podcast. And we've been on the road, been busy, and we've got a lot of great things to talk to you about. So, one of the first things I want to tell you is to make sure you visit our website, patriotamerica76.com. We put all of the resources on there that we can come up with for you to help you with your school board issues, to help you with facing down your city council, your township trustees, your commissioners right now when they need to be addressed by the citizens, by the voters. And I'll put every speech on there that I've ever made if you want to look at it and tailor it, fix it for your own situation. So we just confirmed our next upcoming event, and I'm going to have more packed schedule coming as the fall arrives. As soon as Labor Day's over, we're hitting the road again. But on Saturday, September 11th, as you all know, it is the 20th anniversary of 9/11. And it's hard to believe it's been 20 years. And of course, everybody kind of remembers where they were when 9/11 happened. I know I remember I was in Florida at my parents' house and watched it live on television. I was due to fly home the next day. And of course, we had to drive home the next day. But we're going to be having a Patriot America event on Saturday, September the 11th at 10 o'clock in the morning at Calvary Christian Church in Hamilton, Ohio. It's on Jacksonburg Road, Calvary Christian, 2355 Jacksonburg Road in Hamilton, where Pastor Jimmy and Diane Mullins are. And we planned, it's going to be a different kind of Patriot event because we want to honor the people that we lost, the 2,800 people that we lost that day on 9/11. And also we want to honor our veterans and remind ourselves of what a great nation we really are, and a nation that must turn back to God. We need to look back on the people who have sacrificed for us and realize that we are still the greatest nation on the face of this earth. So we're going to honor those we lost. We're going to have a very patriotic agenda that morning. It will be different than any Patriot America we've ever done. Phil Driscoll, Grammy Award-winning musician Phil Driscoll, who has played for 5 presidents, will be doing a musical presentation for us called One Nation Under God. And he's a tremendous musician and artist and very patriotic, and you will really enjoy it. And then we're going to have, I'll be speaking a little bit, and because I always do. And then U.S. Senate candidate Josh Mandel will be there, and he actually did 2 tours, I believe, in Afghanistan, and he will be talking a little bit about his experiences there. We'll have a couple of veterans speaking, and it's going to be a great morning. You're going to leave lifted up and realizing that America will come back. We will come back, and we will be great again, no matter what you are hearing on the news. So with that, hopefully we'll see you September 11th, and I'll be there, of course. I hope to meet all of you, and I'm really learning what great people live in Ohio and all across the nation. We have continued to look for things to give to you that you are going to need, as we are all have all been drafted into this army of patriots. That's what we are. We're the military now. We're the fighters. And so I'm going to give you all the tools that you're going to need to fight in your local community for your rights and your freedoms. And so we have put a new packet together for you. And we've created a number of cards here for you. They look like this. They come in a little cellophane packet. And in this packet, many of you have these cards, but if you don't, we have created a narrative for you how to talk to your school board, how to talk to your city council members, how to talk to employers, universities about face mask mandates, which are illegal, about forced vaccinations, which are illegal. I don't care how many approvals are given. We still are a nation that has to have informed consent, and no one can force you to do anything that you don't want to do medically. And so we've got this available for you. This is our new package, our new Patriot package. We want to send you an Ohio Constitution, which we have on hand, also a U.S. Constitution, which we'll stick in here for you, and the book Doctrine of the Lesser Magistrates that we want everybody to have a copy of. And we're going to send you all of these things if you email me at patriotamerica76@gmail.com. Just tell me you want our Patriot packet, and we're including something. Sorry about that. Hope I'm not knocking my microphone out here off the podium. There's a book that I've read frequently since I came to the legislature. I got a book called The Art of War by Sun Tzu, and many of you know about this book, especially those of you who are veterans. And I was told about this book by a veteran. It's a very short book, 60 pages. You can read it quickly in an evening for sure. But it's about the art of war, and the reason that people need to read this book is to understand that we are in battle right now for the heart and soul of our nation. And we want to include this book with our entire packet that we'll send to you. Now, we're charging $35 for all this that we're sending to you. And this includes everything that I just showed to you, everything that you're going to need. And we'll probably include several scripts in here that I have not mentioned just yet. Things that I see in the law that will help you when you come up against opposition in the workplace, or who knows what's coming. But if you want an entire packet of all these things, Constitution and the Truella book and the Art of War, I will send that out to you right away. Just let me know you want it. We'll send it out. We have a mailing area in our podcast studio here, and I'm the mail service, and I'll send that to you right away. If you live here locally, I'll bring it to you for $35, all those things. So let's talk a little bit. Let's do a little bit of review on what we have made for you to help you out right now. Now, since the last time I talked to you, we're continuing to see more and more tyranny take place. And remember that tyrants can never be reasoned with. They have to be removed from office and taken out of office by voting them out. And so you have to go at them the way that they come at you, and that is in a very, very intense, not pulling back kind of way, because tyrants never back up, never. And so you can't back up either. Now, we have seen in the last 2 weeks that the school children are being compromised by forced face mask wearing. Who didn't see that one coming? And of course, our purple card, this is a card we created with our team of attorneys, has a script on it that you can read to your school board that lists the law regarding illegal mandates and orders regarding face masks. And you just read what's on the card, both sides. No one will ask you any questions. You don't have to answer any questions. Most school boards don't want to answer any questions. And it's time to be confrontational. Now, all of you that know me know that I'm a Christian. And but we have learned that right now you have to be confrontational. And Christians can do that. We can do that. And you also need to know that you have to stop caring if everybody likes you, because that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter anymore. It doesn't matter who likes you. And it doesn't matter what anybody's opinion is about the face masking of your children. It's absurd for schools to make these kind of ridiculous orders, quarantining absolutely outside the realm of authority of any school or school administrator. And the schools really need to be challenged. I want to always be polite, but there comes a time when you realize that your children's future is at stake. And when a school stresses to you that they take precedence over the parent, that's when you must become confrontational, and rightly so. So don't be nervous about that. We're here to help you. We're here to help you do that. We also have a narrative for you to read in case you want to face down your township trustees. Keep in mind, a township has the authority to call illegal orders completely irrelevant in that township. And remember, we're a ground-up government, and we can knock down illegal laws by making an ordinance in a township. in a city. Cities can do this, and they are doing this. And also in your county can completely disregard illegal laws and mandates coming out of the governor's mouth. And just remember that the smaller you are, the more power that you have. The more power that you have. And that's what you'll learn when you read the Truella book, Doctrine of the Lesser Magistrates. It teaches you about the power of local, the power of local. And of course, we have our mask mandate card and our vaccine mandate card that lists the law. And you guys have seen these. I've been doing this for 6 months now. We also have a law enforcement card. I love law enforcement, but law enforcement is a little too busy to be running to the local stop and go every time somebody doesn't want to wear a face mask, and they don't want to fool with it. And there's no law. There's no law, there's no law, there's no law. And I think we all know that by now. And if you're not from Ohio, we have created a card for all 50 states. It's a green card. Again, that states the law because the FDA covers all 50 states regarding the illegality of mandates and these ridiculous orders. Don't pull back. Don't be discouraged. We are more intense than ever on fighting this battle. We don't quit until we win. With that, how much more time do I have? Am I moving right along? I keep digging all the time, looking for stuff for you. There's 2,800 laws in Ohio, and nobody knows all of them. And so I'm always looking to see what there is available for you. And I'll send this out to anybody who wants it. That if you want to look up Ohio law 30, this is in the ORC code. This is all online. ORC code section 3313.671-4B4. I found this the other day. Proof of required immunizations exceptions. Now this is for schools. The Ohio Revised Code, Title 33, Education. A pupil who presents a written statement of the pupil's parent or guardian in which the parent or guardian declines to have the pupil immunized for reasons of conscience, including religious convictions, is not required to be immunized. Okay, that is Ohio law, right here. Right here, I'll send that right to you, or you can look it up. I guarantee you this exists in probably all 50 states. It's right there. So when your school comes at you, and they will in future about immunizations, you're all ready because you have the law. And remember what I've said before. I don't care what your opinion is about nothing. That's what you need to say to these superintendents. What matters is what the law says. We stand on the law in this country, at least right now we do. And this is what the law says. And if they challenge it, you can sue them. So, superintendents right now, I think everybody knows this, but just in case you don't know this, your school board in each district will be different. You will have 5 members on your school board, or 7 or 9. Every district is different. Your school board is in charge of hiring your superintendent. And in Ohio, they're also in charge of hiring the treasurer. Those are the two most powerful positions in any school district. Most states, they don't hire the treasurer, but in Ohio, they hire the treasurer and superintendent. There's no need to go after your superintendent just yet. What you have to do is replace your school board members, and you need to run against them. Hopefully you're going to run against them, if not this year, next year. Then when you replace your school board members, then you fire the superintendent immediately, and the treasurer, or anybody who is demanding to put tyranny upon your children and abuse your children by quarantining them across the room because they won't wear a face mask. That is cruel. I don't care who you are. I think it's child abuse myself. They're just children. And so, when your children are at school, they should want to be there to learn, to have a good time, to learn to play together and be together, and not have to be maligned because of something their parents want them to do that's very fair and reasonable. I wrote some questions for you, and again, I'll enclose this if you ask for it. Go to your superintendent's office now, because pretty soon they're not going to let you come to school board meetings. They're going to shut you out or make you wear a mask or start going virtual again or something else stupid. And so I would go to the superintendent's office now and ask these questions. I wrote this up with an attorney's assistance. Don't wait for their delayed school board meeting. So here's the questions. Did you know mandating face masks is a violation of law and is punishable as a fifth-degree felony? Did you know the governor has no power to make law and there's been no public health emergency declared by the legislature? Did you know the existing death rate of this thing is right at 0% in Ohio? By what authority are you mandating face masks? Health decisions made by schools are absurd. You have no authority under the law to do this. By what authority are you doing this, and where is the health emergency in the law? Keep referring to the law. It's all that matters. A quarantine is not moving a child across the room. That is stupid. It's child abuse, and it's cruel. Are you colluding with the state to be paid more to do this? Are you risking the health of my child to do this for money? Collusion to violate civil rights is criminal. Who directed you to do this? I demand that you stop immediately. I own this school, your salary, the desk you sit behind, and the floor you're now standing on. And lastly, if you don't stop this abuse today, we are voting out every single school board member, firing this superintendent, and replacing every single teacher who works against our children. Now, I know that sounds harsh, and I'm wrapping up right here because I've talked a long time about schools, but I'm very concerned about what's happening. And you, the parents, have full control over what kind of school. You pay extraordinary school taxes. You own the school. Let the school superintendent know you're the boss and you're going to take charge. We'll be back next time, and I'm going to talk about exemptions, religious exemptions at work. Don't forget to go to our website, patriotamerica76.com. Email me at patriotamerica76@gmail.com. I have talked to a number of you on the phone. I'm happy to call you and help you with your situations just by telling you what I know about the law. I'm not an attorney, but I can read, and I do know what the Constitution says. I've served in the legislature, and I know the corruption of our government. And right now, we have the power to take back our nation, and we're going to, in Jesus' name. So I'll see you next time on Patriot Life with Candace Keller. Thanks for joining me.
So, we're one for